down just to be freaky. Hello. And I was just reminiscing, so anybody out there, but I was just watching my video from last year, my channel anniversary, and I was like noticing the noise in the background. I'm like, what was that? Oh yeah, that was the AC unit that we had plugged in because after the hurricane, our lights went out and then we had a AC unit and then everything, hey giggles. And then the AC came back on again, and then the lights came back on again and everything was fine for a little while, but then the AC by itself went out. And anyway, I don't remember where where I was in the process. I feel like the hurricane was in July, but then the second time the AC went out was in August for my channel anniversary, but I didn't sound like I was having a problem with it with the heat. But I remember the it wasn't this altar. It was I was doing it on my bed. It looked so much brighter because it was on my bed. I think that, oh, and I was using a flash. That's why, because that room is a little bit darker than this room. I don't have my fluorescent light thing. Hey, Rainbow. Thank you, honey. So that being said, I came home after seeing Freaky Friday with my daughter to find the AC was acting funny again. Felt hot in here and I was like, oh, please, please. I'm manifesting it to get cold again. So I would like everybody's help to manifest cold AC and the AC working. I saw it like is spinning again, so I'm gonna check on it one more time. I feel like I feel cold coming out of the vent. I do. All right, so Freaky Friday, of course. I didn't mean to manifest this, but a little bit of a freaky situation tonight. I know, everybody's so quick, right? Terry, do you need to go first? I'll put you first. You have priority. And Rainbow then Giggles. Well, Giggles, I don't know. Y'all decide who goes first. Rainbow sometimes wants to wait a little bit. Thank you so, so much. And anybody that wants to Cash App or PayPal would be much appreciated. I would really appreciate it. Thank you. I'm going to take one more quick check on my AC and just make sure that it is spinning. And all I have to do is just wait for it to cool down. I think it is cooling down. I think it was 89 and now it's 86 inside. Yay, fun, fun, fun. But this house usually feels pretty cool most of the time, so it'll be fine. Now I got people. Oh, thank you, Terry, for the cash app. Alright, I'm going to do a little prayer. I love you guys so much. I have all the fans going. Get this air circulating. Okay. It's lit. It's lit. But I'm going to just say, okay, this is lit. And liquid. Here we go. So I ask that spirit and angels, guardians and guides send a beautiful ray of light entering at the top of my head, my crown chakra. While I breathe in, my lungs expand and I breathe out and I create a circle with my magic wand. And her name is Arabella, my wand, who's been with me since the beginning. The very first video, she was laying right there, and I'm going to use her again. So Arabella is creating this circle around us and a protective shield over our heads. See, you can see it in the light right there. And you can see maybe we're inside that bubble right there. It's like a pyramid or like a big bubble around us. And I ask that, and this bubble, I feel connected and I feel protected, and I ask that messages come from only the highest sources to bring clarity, goodness, and solutions for the sparkles of light. And Kiki and Pumpkin are, oh, they're hissing at each other. They're having great wars in the hallway. It's territories time, territorial. Also because the table got moved, and so suddenly now everybody wants to be on the table because it's in a different place. Alrighty. Oh, okay, I'm gonna read y'all's comment. Okay. Rainbow says, hi, Cherry, so good to hear you. And Rainbow says, I took my niece that has Down syndrome to watch the movie also, and she loved it. Oh, and yes, we don't mind. Oh, Rainbow beat your ranking. Oh, thank you, Cheryl. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll get you up there. Everybody's been fast tonight. All right. So, all right. Cheryl, how are you? Hi, everyone. Hi, Terry. What's going on for tonight? What am I gonna eat? I wonder what decks I should use. I was thinking maybe I should bring out my decks. Yeah, I think I'm gonna bring out all my decks. Is that what I'm gonna do? Is that what I'm gonna do? I should bring out the Flesh Tarot. I haven't used that in a while. Very fleshy. Oh, I know what I wanted to. I still wanted to go with the pyramid theme. Oh, I know what I wanted to use tonight. Okay, I got it. Well, it's a Freaky Friday, but I don't know. My theme is all mixed up. But I really wanted to use the Moonchild Tarot. It's so pretty, and it's still kind of got that pyramid energy to it. That's Egyptian stuff that I like. So Terry says, I checked an old email account the other day and found 2 emails from Kenny requesting an update. I haven't emailed him back, not sure what I'm feeling. What does the fairies and spirit want you to know? Alright, let's see. I'm going to start. You know what? I'm not going to use these decks on you. I feel like some other decks want to talk to you. So let's see what the healing fairies have to say first. Oh, honey. Kiki, what you doing? What you doing? So that's real interesting, Terry. 2 emails from Kenny requesting an update. Okay. It feels to me like serendipity, and you wouldn't have found them if you weren't meant to find them, but what do I know? Problem resolved. Oh, the fairies are happy for you. Let me see what else. What, Punky? No, you're not Pumpkin. You're Kiki. You're Kiki. Well, I'm going to show you Kiki what she's doing real quick because she's funny. What? What are you doing up there? Do you want to go out? Are you trying to be my assistant witch for tonight? Kiki's actually a witch. I'm not a witch, but Kiki's a witch. Kiki, what are you doing? See, now she's embarrassed. Oh, she's like, Mom, why are you telling everybody? Okay. I can't, oh yeah, like, I can't believe after 5 months he emailed me. Oh, all right. I don't know why I shuffled again. Okay, let's see. So what else do the fairies want you to know besides problem resolved? Is this all that you want to say, fairies, from this deck? Or you want to say something else? Okay, here we go. A couple more. Letting go. Making new friends. Miracle healing. Oh. Hi, Kiki. Okay, Kiki left. She's embarrassed now. Problem resolved. An issue that's been bothering you is being healed behind the scenes. The solution is creative, ingenious, and is joyous surprise for you. Is a joyous surprise for you. You're on the cusp of experiencing welcome relief from a problem that's been bothering you. The want you to know that you have reason to smile as heaven is working on a solution creative that you'll chuckle with delight at God's sense of humor. Basically, it's a win-win for everyone. You'll soon be receiving good news such as the healing of a strained relationship, an unexpected financial resource, a resolved health issue, a happy addition to your home, a new career opportunity, or a romantic proposal. And I'll just take all of the above. You know, can I have your reading too, please? I'm claiming your card here. Please don't strain to figure out how the situation will be achieved or in what form it will manifest. Instead, let go. Let yourself enjoy the feelings of excitement and gratitude as you allow heaven to help you. So you can't chase this benefic miracle that's coming to you. You can't just try to find the place, being in the right place at the right time and making sure you get all the details right so you can receive it. The only way that it comes to you is if you just let go and wait for a surprise party or something that you ordered in the mail, knowing that it's on its way and you're so excited you can't wait till you get it. Like Christmas or something like that when you're a kid. Christmas when you're an adult, it's a little bit different depending on who you are, but when you're a kid, you're very excited for Christmas, right? And so your affirmation is, I ask that all effects of mistakes and misunderstandings be undone, both in the past and present. Well, feels very Freaky Friday spell to me. And Will is here also. I just want you to see Will. I don't know if I'll embarrass him. He's like, I am not a witch, but I'm here for support. I'm here just to make sure everything runs smoothly and you're okay, Mom. Well, what are you looking at? Oh, and he does like to look outside. And he likes looking at reflective things. Very entertaining for him. Will! Will. He knows his name. Will, what are you doing? What 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 you doing? Are you doing anything important? He does a little cute little head bobble. And today I was batting my eyelashes and he was like tilting his head looking at me like, "You're so adorable, lady. Who are you?" I was like, "Oh, Will, I got the I'm adorable look from you." Okay. I didn't have any booze, just popcorn and soda. But I'm feeling happy and high energy. Alrighty. Yes, I can't wait to get to the miracle card. But I'm doing a nice, slow, progressive move towards that one. So letting go before we get to the miracle, remember, let go of the how. You aren't receiving positive results because you're struggling too much to solve the problem. By letting go, you're opening yourself up to a miraculous resolution. All right? So the problems happen because of human thinking and action. That's why problems aren't solved by additional human thinking and acting. When we think hard or struggle to resolve a crisis, things can actually get worse. And what did you just say? You said, not sure what I'm feeling. Okay. So this card is saying, asking you to stop the human struggle, stop thinking about the problem. Since a focus on negativity can manifest even more negativity, say aloud or silently, "I am willing to surrender this situation to my creator right now." By affirming this statement, heaven is able to intervene on your behalf. You will instantly feel relief and be gratified to see how easily and naturally the situation resolves. Your affirmation is this: I'm willing to surrender the situation to my creator right now. When I let go, everything turns out perfectly. All right? All right. So I'm not sure what the making new friends is, but it could have something to do with the miracle healing. But should we skip it for the end or should we go straight to the miracle healing? I'm going to go straight to the miracle healing because I feel like the making new friends is a mystery card. Okay, miracle healing. Expect a miracle. You have prayed for assistance and it's forthcoming. The more completely you surrender your situation to God, the more rapidly you will realize your healing. Heaven is completely on your side and your prayers have been heard and answered. You needn't beg or petition heaven to help you, as your situation is already healed in truth. The healed reality is one of several parallel realities currently available to you. You have the choice through your thoughts, emotions, and intentions to experience the highest possible reality for yourself. You access your healed situation through faith and gratitude. To feel these powerful catalyzing emotions mentally or aloud to God, "I am tired of thinking about this situation. I don't want to deal with it any longer. Here, I'm giving it the entire thing to you so that you can think about it and resolve it." You might not want to say it like that, but basically you get the point. It's like, I surrender to you, God or universe or spirit. This isn't my problem. I don't have a problem. And whatever it is that I was worried about, you're going to fix, so I'm not worried about it anymore. See yourself placing it in the palm of God's loving hand. Feel grateful that your situation is now resolved and be open to the creative solution that greets you. And the affirmation is, in truth, everything and everyone, including myself, is healed right now. I focus on this truth instead of on illusions of fear. Everything that makes you afraid is an illusion. Every, wobble or unnecessary thought that hinders you or makes you feel, uh, gives you, self-doubt, that's an illusion. Now you can do whatever you want to, Terry, but I'm hearing the best way to answer the email is simply answer it. Answer it exactly the way he asked it. Don't expand too much. Don't be too emotional about it. Don't get carried away. Be simple about it. Tell him what your status is. Say thank you for reaching out to me. Appreciate that. It's nice hearing from you. Like, be genuine with your feelings. I know you have anger and angst that are also part of the feelings you've held on to for a long time. But when you see his name there, sometime you know the deepest feeling of all is gratitude to see his name there, and gratitude that he shows some kind of care about you. So just show the gratitude and leave the angst for another day, I guess. But say thank you for reaching out. It's nice to hear from you. This is my status. If you have any prayers or whatever, those would be appreciated. Leave it at that. Don't ask him for anything. Let him be the one to decide what he does about it. And if you leave it without any blame or shame or anything like that, of course he knows what he's already done wrong, and he doesn't need to be reminded what he's done wrong. And you're plenty angry about it, but you've already just that anger and that frustration. Now it's time to let it all go and just be basic about it. Just be a basic response, I think. So let's go to making new friends. What does this mean? Your circle of friends and acquaintances is shifting to a higher frequency. Old friends may part ways, and new people are entering your life. Your changing interests and priorities had made a ripple effect throughout your entire life. As your thoughts and emotions center on more spiritually minded topics, you are now attracting like minded people into your life. You may find that you aren't as drawn to your old friends or that you don't share as many common interests. The fairies ask you not to worry about these natural shifts in your life. You aren't rejecting or judging your old friends. You're just making room for growth and acknowledging the universal law of attraction. People who are like minded are naturally drawn to one another. Know that you deserve wonderful friends who inspire, support, understand, and compliment you. And then its affirmation says, I'm grateful for my wonderfully supportive and loving friends. What, Kiki? What, Kiki? Can I help you, miss? So, so this is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that the new friends, it doesn't necessarily, to me, doesn't necessarily represent letting go of Kenny, but the Kenny you knew might not even exist anymore, you know? And the fact that he's reaching out may mean that he has a different mindset now. So don't judge him from the past. Just take him as he is right now. If he's concerned with your health, if he's concerned about you, if that's great. I think, you know, eh, talk to him about it. If he, if you have a chance to reconnect and you find that reconnecting with him makes you realize, oh, he's not that spiritual, and he's not that this or the other thing, and actually don't feel the connection so much anymore, or that's fine. But what if you do? Like, what if you feel something again, and Kenny's actually treating you or talking to you in a way that makes you feel good about him, makes you feel like he's being kind, and maybe that's more of a fear than the other thing because of all the negative stuff that's happened before. You're expecting him to continue to act poorly, but what if he doesn't? Then how do you treat that, right? So maybe the tarot will tell us a little bit. The other thing that's so interesting, and I was watching a reading from Kino, and she's like, the universe the universe does its job. We pray, we set our intentions, we ask the universe for stuff, and then the universe then says sure. And then let's say we want, to connect with our soulmate. So the universe will put two people in the same room together so you can meet. But and like you'll see the person from across the way and you're like, oh gosh, that person seems really like something about them. I want to go talk to them, but you don't talk to them. And then that person looks at you same way and like, I want to talk to her, but that, and nobody does anything. Well, the universe can't force you to make that connective step. The universe can put you in the same place at the same time, but you have to, that's where we come in. We think that the manifesting part is us, like, doing all this work and the spiritual stuff. And yeah, that's good. But the part that we forget is taking the initiative when all the signs are there, when it's like right there in front of us. It's like, so I was doing a reading for one of our friends here, Bella, and her Edward, she sees him all the time at this class and she's known him for 18 months now and nothing has happened yet. And I'm like, but y'all are in the same room together. Spirits brought you together. But you need to act on that. You need to put a little action behind it. And I feel that kind of similarly, it's like you see this email now. It's like a miracle email. It's like such a surprise. I feel like that kind of surprise, that kind of miracle is there for you to act on, you know? But let's see what the tarot says. That's only my impression. Okay, Two of Swords. Two of Swords is pretty good, pretty good. Two of Swords in this deck is kind of sweet, actually. Two of Swords can be in your head and having trouble making decisions, but here we have like these two fairies kind of like-minded, so it feels kind of like a like-minded energy. But it's still about choices, you know? It's about making the right choice to further the situation. Okay, so you have to decide for yourself what choice you make, and don't let's see what the tarot has to say more about your choice. In this particular deck, the choice looks like a sweet one, like harmony. Oh, the World, very good. So this is kind of like a success card, you know, a winning, finding finding the right choice and receiving a great abundant feeling from it. So, oh, and there's the garden again. Oh my gosh, are you gonna end up in the garden? And then in the Lenormand, the garden card, isn't that, it's like 21 as well. The World card is saying if you find yourself in the rose garden, you may have recently completed or soon will complete an important task. You are ready to enjoy success and receive the happy congratulations of others. These moments of completion don't come often enough, so take the time to enjoy them before hurrying. And it's right under resolved. This is a double whammy of resolutions here. So take the time to enjoy them before hurrying on your next project. If you haven't recently completed something, the desire for this feeling is directing you to find that, courage to face something. So listen to your heart, for you are clearly ready to take on something exciting. All right. Let's see what Ash. Maybe they need dinner. I should go check on their bowls. They eat so much, these cats. Okay, we got the Queen of Swords. So, you can still keep your wits about you. You can be cool-headed, level-headed, kind of maybe just shallow, surfacey energy without, being too overly emotional. And yeah, and that should work. That should work, at least for starters, right? And I think that's the right approach. Just be cool, calm, collected, um, to the point, to the point. And what is the Queen saying? The Queen of Swords has known sorrow and survived it. It has made her strong and smart. It has also made her a little distant and perhaps a bit cold. Like all the queens, she is creative and tends to excel in complex, intricate forms of artistic expression, such as playing the harp. She has a natural wit and a way with words, so she is great company, but she doesn't suffer fools gladly. However, she is a great source of no-nonsense wisdom and advice. She'll no doubt have the easiest and surest solution to a problem, but she may deliver her gems with a sharp tongue. This could be you, or this could be somebody, you're a new friend, or somebody, or not maybe new, but a friend that can help you in this situation, or the way maybe like I wouldn't say suggest being sharp tongue, but if you have to be, you know, that could be what comes out. I mean, it happens, right? So let's see what happens next. Oh, but it's combined with the Queen of Cups. Oh, and then the Empress. And this is your card, the Empress card. The one that's miracle healing, the one that's back in full health again. Uh, and look at that. This is like your every queen. Unless, of course, these are girlfriends helping you out, other people. But the Queen of Cups is also, it's like this is the perfect balance of logic and heart, right? So use a little bit of your logic and your cool collective energy, but also don't forget a little bit of heart in it as well. All right, so the heart is the Queen of Cups is saying, Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups doesn't necessarily love easily, but she does love well. She is creative and thoughtful and makes an excellent listener, especially if chatting over a rich mocha with delicious cookies on the side. And she's a bit of a sensualist. She loves to help people in emotional crisis, but can sometimes be a little controlling or manipulative. That sounds like me, no? So, yeah. Um, that's another part of you that could be coming out too. Or, you know, but this is really who you are, the Empress. This higher self, this high energy. You find yourself faced with a clear answer. Ooh, that's good. Although it may not be the see, and this is you making choices, and this is your answer, and then this is by the miracle healing. Whatever the answer is, you are in a position to nurture something. You must give enough of yourself to sustain life, but not so much that you smother the unique personality of the person, project, relationship, or situation you find entrusted to your care. Interesting. You could be your own baby, that you must take care of. So I am not knowing what truly the answer is here. I feel like it's more of a within you kind of answer, but I'm feeling really good energy, like the outcome cards, the resolution and the world and the miracle. They're all like big thumbs up that something positive is going to happen, and you just have to make some kind of choice. But I don't think you're going to make any bad choices. I just think, just be yourself, and follow your intuition and your logic, a combination of both. Okay, does that help? I'll take the miracle healing too. I'll take it all. Good, I'm glad. Well, You know where to find me if you need anything else. And I do love to learn about how things progress in all areas of your life. And I'm continuously praying for you. Let me go check on the kitties. Well, actually, I think Sammy put them out. I think he did. Or somebody. Probably Kiki. I feel it's getting cooler now. I'm going to see what the temperature is. It's 81, so that's good. Well, thank you, universe. Appreciate you cooling it back down again. I did not mean to manifest heat by remembering last year. If I could manifest money by remembering my richest moment of my life, that would be nice. Thank you, Terry. Good night. Sweet dreams. So Rainbow, okay. Rainbow says, I would like to know if I talk to my boss about hiring my niece, would she consider hiring her? Okay. Talk to your boss. Should Rainbow talk to her about boss? Let's use the Moonchild Tarot. I like what it says inside. You are the dance of light and shadow. All right, nice. You've got the Seven of Pentacles. So growth, money, abundance, expertise, skills. You have the Queen of Cups. That's you, Rainbow. Here's Rainbow. You have the Page of Wands. That's your niece. You have the Six of Pentacles. Really good, really good. And the Five of Wands. Well, feels right. Feels right, but the Five of Wands feels like a little bit of politics that could get in the way. It feels just for you know, initial energy, it feels like your boss really likes your niece and would want to say yes immediately. But there has to be proper channels and stuff. So let's see, Seven of Pentacles. In her own sacred domain, a seeker rests in quiet meditation with the opulence of her own inner light. She is surrounded by the beauty she has built in this space and reaps the rewards of her heart-infused work. The flower around her describes the richness of her life, while the mirrored image behind her reflects her reach in the world. This is visions, intuition, spiritual truth, profit, and reward. Really, it is all that. Amazing. So, so the Seven of Pentacles cards is hard-earned rewards and refinement. Of our deepest purpose. After all, your work and perseverance, you are able to gauge how you would like to invest your time and energy as you realize the importance of the momentum of your success. If you feel as though you have yet to reap the rewards, now is not the time to give up. So that's good. Persistence is a good thing in this case. Um, and, you know, and vouching and speaking for your daughter, I think is a good thing. And daughter, your niece is a good thing as well. And that will look good on you. You know, in other words, that won't be anything that prevents her from being hired. It looks like, it looks nice. I don't know why I'm saying it right, but it's appreciated. Your boss will appreciate that you're speaking for her, because I think your boss very much admires you and approves of you and thinks that you are a sensitive soul and you understand the ins and outs of things. She also sees how much you care for your niece and how lovely it is that you kind of support her in a motherly way, which is very nice. And then the Page of Wands, I feel like represents your niece, and it shows her youth and maybe inexperience. It shows her eagerness with the Wands card being fire and passion. So it says the Page of Wands casts a ritual beneath an ancient archway to another world. Here she transmutes her energy into this newfound space, unaware of what lies beyond its misty veil. She knows that she is capable of anything she sets her mind to and doesn't stop to rest or question her direction. Fueled by excitement, she crosses the threshold. So she's confident, courageous. She's ready to discover herself through this position. And she has a lot to learn. And so that's natural. Like, a boss is not gonna just not hire someone because they have a lot to learn, but it is one of the factors to consider, of course. And I think though I'm feeling like the interviewer. I think though her passion may, um, I think, your niece shows a lot of passion and intelligence, which sometimes looks way better than some of the other possible people that would want this job. So those things sometimes can outweigh, your resume or whatever, your expertise, your experience. The Six of Pentacles sounds really good to me. Like, I feel like it could be a yes, like some kind of balancing thing. A mystic sits in meditation within a space of sacred temple. Around her float six golden pentacles, keys of the abundance she has nurtured and achieved over the years. She knows that she has worked hard to get to this point and shares her wisdom and blessings with those around her freely, knowing that life is cyclical and fate is ever changing. So this is generosity, advancements, opportunity, and growth. Yeah. advancements, opportunity, and growth. The Six of Pentacles is that, you know, it's like the two people, one asking for the money, giving the money. You know, it's that balance back and forth. It's reciprocity. It's yin yang. Um, and it's a compassion and generosity and harmonious blessings. Oh, this is really sweet. She, you know, I feel like your niece will really speak clearly her desire, and this is her desire right here. Because um this this card saying this points to harmonious blessings that ensue from being a service to others, but it can also indicate states of lack when you may need to some kind of support as well. The soul of this key prompts us to think about how we give in relation to how we receive. When ego and motive are excluded from reason, you recognize the value of your relationships and the mutual benefit of kindness and love. You don't take your bliss for granted. You have risen to the occasion and can now look back on the choices you have made and have led to your of awareness. How will you move up from here? So this is definitely opportunities, gifts or rewards may be closer than you think. So in some ways, by giving your niece this job, it's a kind of gift or favor to you, right? And in a lot of ways, though, she deserves it because she's very talented and intelligent young lady and passionate. But does she have the experience? And that's where this card comes in, that I feel like other people that work there or other people who want a job there or something could um, could find that not very fair or something like that. The Five of Wands. Also, the Five of Wands is kind of it's like you standing up for yourself or standing up for her, which is good. It also sometimes feels like one of my favorite Five of Wands image is from I think the one that I like is from the Everyday Witch Tarot, where there's like all these witches trying to stir the pot at the same time. And so the point is, you know, there's got to be a leader and people who are supportive. Not everybody can be the boss. And so that's going to be important, you know, like the boss will make a decision and there might be too many people's opinions about this and they think they're the boss or they think they have something to do with how this works. But the boss is the boss, you know, she's the final decision maker. So Rainbow says, I want to talk to her just to let her know that if she does give my niece a chance, I will be professional and treat my niece as a co-worker, not like a niece. Very good. Okay. I think that's going to be important to say. And I think what's also going to be importantly discussed is this, you know, no matter what you say, how you behave with your niece around, people are still going to may have an attitude of favoritism or something being unfair. So be aware of that. She may say, you know, you got to be aware of that. But let's see what the final outcome is. Ooh, you got the Magician here. A King of Wands. An older another person in the situation, somebody else who will speak up for her, maybe her dad or somebody, like, or some kind of, maybe this is another boss, I don't know, somebody who has some importance. And then the Eight of Wands is like speed. I feel like this could happen by the next full moon, maybe even by the new moon. But the Magician to me is really the main card here because it's about you manifesting the best case scenario. So, oh, and I opened right to it. So don't worry about the what ifs. You know, you do what you got to do, like what you said you were going to do. You talk to the boss, let her know, assure her, say, you know, I think she's got a lot of passion and she's a really quick learner, but I will promise to not treat her like a niece. She's just going to be a coworker, you know, whatever. And then let the boss take it from there. But in your mindset, don't think of scenarios like this could happen or this could happen or this could happen or this could happen. Leave all the other scenarios out of your mind except the one and only best scenario, the best possible outcome. Only think of the best possible outcome, and then add the caveats, this or something better for the good of all. Okay? So you have an idea in your head, but the only thing that you allow for, not for plan B, C, or D, no, you just allow for universe, the higher power, to a, have the possibility of knowing more than you in the situation what's right for everybody. But most likely it'll be exactly what you wish for is what will be granted. So so this is about you manifesting and your action that you're taking, and it's a very positive action. Uh, and it's like having all the elements at hand, the earth, the air, the fire, the water, all at your hands in order to make this magic happen. So you totally can do this. There is this kind of King of Wands energy, this passionate energy, and then the Hierophant, which is also very like a teacher student energy. I think that this is good because I feel like this represents somebody who trained her, and maybe this is her trainer. Maybe the boss will say, okay, I'm gonna set her up with this person to train her. That's what it feels like to me, and it's gonna happen pretty quick. It's gonna be pretty a fast evolving situation. Nothing that you're gonna have to wait a long time to hear the results on. You're gonna find out quick. Your niece is gonna find out quick because I think the boss is already gonna match her up with somebody to train. Maybe she'll ask you to, but Rainbow says, I really love training new girls, especially when they have no experience, because I feel like I can teach them right away, and my niece is new to all this, and I want to teach her the right way also. That's so funny, because that's kind of what these three cards are about. It's about teaching, it's about, the trainer, and it's about uh, uh, the right way. Wait, what was the other word you said? They have no experience because they feel like they can teach them the right way, and my niece is new to all this. I want to teach the right way. Yeah, so that's it. So this is kind of like this happening fast energy. Wow, very nice, very nice. The Eight of Wands. So this is an ancient Egyptian solar god Ra, standing atop a gateway to the mysterious otherworldly space ahead, and the full moon is rising, indicating the cycles of time and new possibilities which await beyond the doorway. So it feels like, yeah, this is a higher state of awakening. It feels like movement, change, action going into this new phase. Very positive and very good communication. Swift action, transition, and positive news. And things moving along rather quickly. And you might have a lot to do with this. All right. Very good, very good. So, I mean, like, do I need anything else here? It's like I don't need any other information. These cards are so thorough. Oh, you have two bosses, M and H, but I'm not a big fan of H, so I'm hoping H doesn't try to stop my niece from getting hired. I don't think so. Doesn't seem so to me. Doesn't seem so. Unless this kind of represents like the H energy, but you know, I don't think H is gonna stop it. It feels like a positive outcome. Let's just ask the Lenormand in a nutshell. Can you summarize, please? Oh yes, very nice. So exist. Everybody's gonna get along. It's like we all better get along because you need to be quiet. We are all gonna get along. There's some things that can't be quite seen 100% yet, but there's a the sun is behind the rainbow. There's the bosses. The boss is gonna the boss is gonna handle this. It's gonna be okay. The boss will take care of it. You're welcome, honey. Did that feel satisfying? I feel like it feels satisfying. These cards really had a lot of information in them. We could, you know what we could do? We could say a prayer. I don't know why I thought of that, but these are so beautiful, these Blessed Be cards. Maybe we can pick one that will suit your situation. Blessing on your day. Blessing for the right words? Maybe. Blessing the sadness. Blessing for healing. Blessing for solace and hope. Blessing bring prosperity. Blessing for your ancestors. Blessing on your health. A blessing to bring clarity. Peace. Shield. Wisdom. A blessing, no. Blessing to find truth. Tuition. Senses. Blessing on the senses that gift the world to you. Good work. Maybe good work. Blessing for good work. Blessing of the earth. Blessing for those who are near. No. Blessing for support. Blessing on friendship. Blessing for a mother. Blessing on your boundaries. Blessing on your family. Maybe. Blessing on your journey. Blessing for unity where there was division. Blessing on homecoming. Blessing peace of mind. Blessing on the children. Blessing protection. Blessing forgiveness. Blessing for a fresh start. Blessing on your creativity. Blessing on a resolution. Maybe. Blessing of the air. Blessing of fire. Blessing of water. Blessing of sleep. Battle that cannot be avoided. Blessing on growing older. Blessing on your love. Blessing to find your way. Blessing to heal a relationship. Blessing on a new venture. Blessing on a home. Blessing for good fathers. Okay, so I think maybe we'll pick blessing on your family. Yeah. We'll say a little blessing. A blessing to bring to those who you are most closely connected with, like your niece, to invoke the healing powers of relationship where love is the motivating force that binds each to each other. When blood sings to blood, even across the miles, we'll hear its call. There are families who are estranged each from the other. Let's see if this is appropriate. Let's see. This is about people who are across the world from you. I'll make my own blessing. For blessings that your good intentions for your niece will bring abundance to her and her life and new opportunities, and for her career, abundance, and a positive for her. All right, there we go. You're welcome, and thank you so much. Oh, sure. Just 1 second, Giggles. Will my coworker Carmen get pregnant this year? Let's see. Will Carmen get pregnant this year? It seems like yes. Oh, yes. That's fast. Yep. Okay. There you go. You're welcome. Okay. Now it's Giggle's turn. Giggle's my top fan tonight. 600 XP. You get the sword of destiny, the wand of destiny tonight. Reading on Rolando, please. He posted a boomerang video of him drinking. So explain to me what that means. What's a boomerang video? Rolando drinking with another girl, but didn't show faces. Oh. All right. Tell us about Rolando. Is he dating somebody? I think, you know what? I think I think that you've been in his life like a constant person, like you've been around his daughter, it's almost like you're already part of the family. And so it's almost like you're like naturalized partner to him in a weird way, which probably makes him like haven't actually officially chosen Anicia. I haven't chosen her or asked her or initiated anything, but for some reason we're naturally linked somehow. And so I think that he's trying to be in control of this instead of letting like the natural forces make him come to with you, connect with you. He's like, no, I don't believe in, fates and destiny. I'm going to create my own fate and destiny. I'm going to see who I want to see or do what I want to do. Like, there could be some control issues he's having with himself, like his inner self. Future to like bounce. Okay, I still don't understand what that is. Bounce. But sounds fun. Let's see. Moving quickly. All right. Oh, okay. I think I know what you're talking about. Oh, you got the Two of Pentacles. So, Two of Pentacles is like, can sometimes be like two-sided, or doing multitasking, doing many things at the same time. It's not really two-faced, and it's not like intentionally and like an intentional. Oh, but I do think he might be seeing other people, but one of you is the High Priestess and one of you is the Empress, or maybe you're both, maybe you are both. But I do feel like the Two of Pentacles is just him like having his cake and eating it too. Like, it feels a little bit more like income situation though than romance. It feels like his finances. Like he's doing many different things. And it's like variety is the spice of life to him. Oh, well, he's a freaking Sagittarius. Okay, so Sagittarius are supposed to not be held down.
Can I wash the sheets?
uh, yeah, I just wasn't gonna use the dryer tonight because we had air conditioning issues. It got hot and the we got the fan going again. It's cooled down.
I gotta wash my sheets and dry them.
Well, go down the street and do it. So, all right. So, sons. Let's see now. So the Two of Pentacles. It's momentum and change. It's a lot of juggling and adaptability. Oh yeah, I left off at Sagittarius. And Sagittarian, it's about future goals. Oh wow. It's so funny because you just were talking about boomerang and bouncing, and the Two of Pentacles is the juggling card. It's a little dude that juggles. Let me see if I can. I think this might show you. I'll use this one. And the juggling doesn't necessarily represent, like a performer. It just means somebody who does likes to do lots of things, and like maybe see a lot of people, but not really bound to one person. But I don't know if that's truly how he feels in his heart. Like, it's almost like sometimes people do this on purpose so they don't feel like they have to. So in other words, I'm thinking like this. I'm thinking I'm gonna tell you a story with pictures. Picture story picture story. That's what the tarot is, telling stories with pictures. So the devil in this case is going to represent how some people may see marriage as as a ball and chain, the chain, like chain down, tied down, no freedom, must stay put, must follow rules, must do this, must do that. It's like this, it's like it. So instead of like this chain or this ball, he takes the balls and he plays with them, and he's loose, he's free. He doesn't have to stay in one space and do this all the time. So I feel like that something like that is what I'm seeing in my head as I talking about this and reading this. It's this kind of it's this kind of need for to be able to flow without any particular rules or directions or things like that. So the high priestess and the empress though represent, the right, and you're very traditional. So I mean a Capricorn is normally traditional. And what's interesting about Capricorn and Sagittarius is they're right next to each other on the wheel, and that means that's a learning energy. That means he learns from you. Mostly he's learning from you, but you learn from him as well. It's a teacher-student relationship. I actually remember this one couple, well, this one lady at work. She is so cute. I think she's Sagittarius, and she was married to a Capricorn, and she was telling me how much she loves him, and they ride together, motorcycles, and this and that and the other thing. And he was her soulmate, and she couldn't love anybody but him, and he's so incredible, and on and on and on. And I was just wondering, like, how does that work? The Sagittarius Capricorn connection, because they seem so different, but yet there's a sympathy to each other because the teacher student energy. Same with Melanie and her husband. He's Capricorn too, and Melanie's Sagittarius. And I feel like that's what they have, a dynamic they have between them too. That's funny too because, well, you're the redhead, but Melanie's the redhead, and the lady at work was a redhead. They were both redhead Sagittarians. Anyway, so I'm not saying that it's impossible. It just means that you bring a stability to him that he needs, but at the same time, he doesn't want to lose his. He brings a freedom to you that you need, and at the same time, you don't want to lose, your groundedness, your stability. So that's what you would do for each other. So as the high priestess, you have an intuition, you have a higher energy. You can see these things, you understand these things. You have inner wisdom, you're a powerful, mysterious force. And she's also kind of the teacher, right? She's the feminine form of the teacher. And it's not so much that she really pushes knowledge onto other people like she forces it. It's just by being with her, you expand, you grow, you learn more. So I feel like that's kind of how you are to him, with you. He's expanded, he's a better person. I don't really think that this other lady is that important to him, but the mother of his child is, and that was the lady who passed away. Maybe she was the empress. But you could be the empress as well, because the empress it is the counterpart. So the empress shines through. Don't be surprised if new sparks of inspiration begin to stir within your heart. This is Venus ruled. This is feminine love. This is being gentle and celebrating wisdom and She's the mother energy. So, and he sees that you have that mother energy in you too. So Giggle says, I just think it's crazy because his mom's birthday is the day before mine, right? January 1st, mine, and yes, and his daughter. He really, really, so he really gets the feminine energy of all of you. Right. So this could be maybe his mother, not his past wife, but the mother. And he sees you like he sees his mother too. So those are good things. It's not good for the current energy because right now maybe he's seeing that he is not ready to settle down, but he sees you as the one he would settle down with when time comes, you know? Let's see what he's feeling about you right now. There's nothing wrong with him dating other people. I just want to know, like, will I? Like, it doesn't seem like it's going to be, but I'm being patient, and I know he probably still has feelings for her. His sun is Gemini. I don't, I feel like he sees you in a whole different way than he sees everybody else. So let's see. Like, you have a special ranking. Oh, I gotta get my charger. I think it's because like I met him before, but then I met his daughter currently like at my job and she likes me, which I'm so happy she does. Yeah. And that makes you kind of like automatically part of the family even though you haven't gone through the the regular steps. So let's see how he's feeling right now. About you, about him, about the situation. Brave. I have to be strong, cautious, tempered, and patient. It almost feels like, yeah, brave, but it almost feels mm, like a facade, you know, like he has to show a face, right? Put on this image of being strong. I don't know why I'm picking that up. He can't let anybody see that he's weak in any way. Wow, well he has been thinking about a romantic surprise with you. And you know, it's actually kind of a good thing to let, you know, not let him, but for him to date because the more he dates other people, the more he realizes nobody else is right for him except you. You know what I mean? So, the music of the night. He does that a lot, but he has a soft spot for kids, especially his daughter, Adamaris. Oh wait, you said, oh yeah. He feels like some people criticize him. I don't know if that's you necessarily because you don't really talk to him too much. So he's feeling criticized somewhere, but it could be his impression of what it's like to be in a relationship. In a relationship, you just hear la 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 all the time, you know. It's this constant do this, do that. You didn't do that right. You didn't do this right. Why are you not doing that? Why are you not, like a lot of complaining and criticizing and not being free and having fun and being nice to each other. It's like once you have that commitment and you decide you're not going to break it, it's suddenly the other person turns into your taskmaster or something like that. Like do this, do that, your master. I'm seeing kind of like the devil energy. So I don't, I'm reading so much into it, but I feel like he just doesn't want that kind of relationship, you know? And maybe he's gotten that before. Maybe he's seen that before from other people that he knows. He just doesn't want that. Maybe scared of that could be what he's scared of the most, But he does want to, he does want to grow old with you. Like he sees that potential, that future. Going old together, can I have this dance for the rest of my life? That's kind of like, relationship goals. It's a fantasy of his, to be old with somebody. I don't know why it's a fantasy of people sometimes, but I've always wanted something like that too. Like, let's let our hairs turn gray together. Let's let our skin sag together. Oh, isn't this so sweet? We can play now this year. We can be Santa and Mrs. Santa Claus for the kiddies. I don't know. Giggle says yes. They're a bit judgmental about him. I mentioned it to my close coworkers, and they were supported. Also, like, well, what does he do? Like, they weren't sure like how he was financially. Oh, okay. They were also like, well, what does he do? Like they weren't sure how he was financially. Okay, so there's like in the grapevine in the grapevine there's people there, criticizing. Yeah, family and friends of family and oh, does he really make a good husband? What kind of job does he do? Can he be support the family? La, 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 la. There's lots of talking, right? I get that. So much judging. It says, go live your life. Jeez, why are you trying to, like, it's not like I'm in a play and you're my director or something. It's like I didn't hire you to tell me what to do. You're not my financial advisor. You're not my psychiatrist. You're not my social worker. It's like, go away. I didn't hire you to control my life for me. I'll call you if I need your advice, which I won't need your advice because I don't think you're really much of an expert at this game called life. We're all newbies. We're all figuring it out. I don't know. It just creeps me out so much when people get involved in other people's lives. It's like, stop it already. Why do you know so much what's right for another person? Do what's right for you and leave them alone. Is it like a lot of people think they care about you by doing that? Like, I guess some of it could be caring, but you know what? Nobody in my family has ever stepped in like that to me, like try to boss me around and tell me what to do. Some people might, may make certain suggestions and stuff, but nobody wants to try to like run my life. A fisherman, what? Oh wait, what? Fisherman, what, etc. So I said, I think, oh, I think he's a blue collar job. I think it's because they see me like a high value because I don't have as much responsibility. not better, but like I'd be better off with someone else who doesn't have kids. Yeah. Everybody prejudges. It makes sense. I mean, it's just, there's always, Giggles, you gotta go on my Facebook. I, this is something that I wrote, a meme that I found that I thought was really great. So with you, he feels adventurous. With you, he wants to go to the moon together. He wants to try things. He wants you to trust him. He wants to celebrate life with you. He wants to enjoy parties and family and all of that. He really, really does. He really does. Now I'm gonna go get my laptop because you are laptop girl. You always get the special treats. But let me show you what I have. I should say not laptop, my iPad. So I'm going to show you something. I'll try to get to it quickly. This one. So the image is this. I love this image. Okay. And the statement is, let me, so it says, if you drink, they call you an alcoholic. If you dress up, they say you're full of yourself. If you dress down, they say you have let yourself go. If you speak your mind, they call you rude. If you stay quiet, they say you're snobbish. If you enjoy being around people, they call you a party animal. If you like being alone, they say that you're cold and distant. No matter what you do, someone will always find a way to criticize. We live in a world where too many people survive by judging the next person. So why not choose differently? Let's lift each other up. We are all doing the best we can in this same game called life. And that's like, when I saw that, it's like, that's exactly how I feel. It's like, God, people, why can't we just get along, and why can't we just accept our differences and let's stop trying to change each other, stop trying to better each other. Like, what if somebody likes to be a certain way? What if a person wants, enjoys, their belief system, their shape, whatever their religion, everything that they are just as they are, It doesn't make sense to me that we have to cater to somebody else's standards or likes or whatever. It's like, why is it important that I cater to you? Like, who are you? Like, president of catering, the best we're supposed to be club committee or something? I don't know. But anyway, you see what I'm saying, Giggles? So ultimately, don't let that get in the way. If you let that get in the way, um, Rolando won't put up with it. He's not going to put up with that. He doesn't need to hear that from anybody. He doesn't care about anybody, but does care about you. So he doesn't need that, he doesn't need that mindset from you either. Like, I don't think he's going to get it, but I'm just saying. I know, like, people who have Capricorn in their charts can sometimes be judgy. I've noticed that. And I don't know if it's a Capricorn sun thing as well, but just kind of keep that in mind, It might be easy to listen to what other people are saying. I've known you for a while now, and I think it, I think, it's interesting, this evolution, but it's like your social world, your family, the people that know you, these you're all connected and it's important to you. And it just it's like we always have that. We have a lot of us have, our tribes, right here we're the sparkles of light. We're a group of people that are like-minded and feel comfortable with each other. And so there's always going to be that. But I just feel like just, be supportive of each other, not tear each other down kind of thing, whatever. But anyway, so I don't know what all that means, but if they care about your well-being, then that's all that matters, right? Your mom says, my mom thinks he's not interested enough. She's a Scorpio. Yeah. Yeah, I know, and I get different mixed opinions about different things. My ex-boyfriend, I remember one of my very first my first breakup with him kind of came after a time where my brother and my sister-in-law were saying stuff, and I really listened to them. I took to heart a lot what they were saying, but they don't know the whole picture. They didn't know the bigger story, but they know what I was saying in that moment and the hurt that I felt. And so they were saying, if you're doing all the work and he's not doing any of the work, then, let him go. And so that was a little seed that was planted in my brain. And I'm like, oh, one day it came out when when things got difficult, and it came out, and it led to me letting him go for a while. But he did come back again, and this time around, I was saying to myself, I'm just not going to let anybody influence me. I'm going to make my own decisions on this situation, and you know, and I did. I did. I saw the truth for what it was, and that's what kind of just what happens. Your family can sometimes be helpful, and family and friends, sometimes they can plant like negative seeds in your mind, but sometimes they can also give you the right information, and you may not be ready to hear it, but when you need to, when it needs to, it finally sinks in, so it could be something like that as well. But I agree with you, Giggles. I think you have a very loving, supportive family. I don't think anybody's trying to harm you. It's just people's opinions and thoughts on the matter. You ultimately still can do what you want to do. And I'm not guiding you any direction either. Like, I don't know. I don't know. It feels like, I mean, from the cards, it just feels like that, like Rolando, has a lot of inner dreams about the two of you together. Like he definitely has some kind of connection with you, and future thought of y'all being together for a long time, and enjoying things together. I just feel like maybe he just sees, y'all are pretty young still, and he doesn't have to rush anything. But I know, like, women don't always think that way. Women think, oh, my clock is ticking. So I don't know. But look, you got bonding, so you may have, like, the next thing coming up for you is, as you get to know each other, you discover many things in common. Something, you may be bonding with each other and discovering things together. It is his loss if he doesn't spend his free time with you. You should be the one he spends free time with. But, you know, sometimes that doesn't happen that way. But look what's going to happen next in your love life. You're going to get to know each other more, and you're going to have more communication. Expect a heart-to-heart conversation. So I think you're still, like, evolving together, still growing together, still getting to know each other. You're going to have conversations. You're still moving in a positive direction. It's what it's being young and dating and not dating, but oh my gosh. And then you have this card, twin flame recognition. He is a very important soul in your life. Whatever is meant for your connection, Just him being in your life makes yours richer, and vice versa. And you'll learn so much about your own self-love through loving him, I think. So that's what it is. Oh, I know what I was going to get you some of these. Because these are like the deathly accurate cards right here. I should say deathly. Sharply accurate. And they're not always that sharp. Okay, so he says, need time to heal. Right now, I'm in a space where I need to focus on my healing and self-love. This isn't about you, it's about me, okay? So if it's taking time, it's because of that. Like, in some ways, it's like you have a high, position, a high pedestal. You're up there. You're high ranking. And with him, like, he might date a girl who's low ranking because you're, but in order to feel worthy to date you, he has to level up. And so he needs time to level up. And he may never level up, or maybe he'll keep trying. He's finding himself. See? It was time I went within to find myself again. I need to figure out what I want out of life. I need space. But I don't see girls around here. I don't see like I don't actually see him involved with somebody else. Let me ask the pendulum. Is Rolando dating somebody right now? Somebody else? Is Rolando dating somebody? Does he have a lady in his life? A particular lady in his life? Is Rolando dating a particular person? It's kind of a maybe. He might be wanting to see that he may be wanting to come off as this free guy who dates whoever he wants, but I don't see a particular person. So is there a particular person he's dating? No. It's only like the illusion of being free and single is what he's trying to, yes. That's what he's trying to come across as, just this facade of not being tied down. That's what he's trying to what's trying to show. What that bouncy boomerang stuff is about. This showing the world that he is single and free. Although it's not anything that he idealizes necessarily, and it doesn't mean he's actually dating any one particular person. So these cards are what your potential future in love, and how he feels is these and these two. Okay. Oh, you want some spicy? I don't think it's for you. I think it's just for the world at large. It could even be for his mother or somebody who's like, Hijo, you need to date. You need to see girls or something like that. Well, I don't know. You know what I mean? He goes through the same thing you go through. People giving him advice, telling him you need to go out there, telling him you need to meet people, you need to do this, you need to do that. And he could be throwing up some kind of image to satisfy the masses. His buddies say, I never see you with any girl, are you gay or whatever? And so then he boomerangs a picture of him messing around with girls so it doesn't look like he's gay. Whatever, it could be lots of things like that. This facade. Let's get some spicy stuff. Okay, spicy. If you were alone in a room and didn't have to do anything, go anywhere, no responsibilities, not worried about time, what would he do? Oh. That's what he wants. I love it when you grab my hair. I feel so connected to you. I feel so alive. Let me show you how much I love you. I love the smell of you. I think about loving your body from top to bottom 24/7. Your body is beautiful, but your heart is sexy. Bring that ass here. He likes your ass, obviously. Well, he's an ass man. So Giggle says, you're right, because Soto said that to make him look cool. Yeah, it's true. And even somebody could say, all right, is that your girlfriend or whatever? Or, is that your ball and chain? You're whipped or some, like guys will get the stupidest comments and then, to retaliate against the comments. They don't want to be seen as, somebody's, little puppy or whatever. So, that they answer to somebody else, especially a girl. So they'll do lots of things to prove the dude's wrong and the girl's wrong too. I keep hiding it from him in the gym. Oh, really? The ass? Oh no, you need to boost that peach up in the cutest way possible. He wants it in the air and he wants it right there. You gotta get some of those yoga pants that really cup the peach nicely, and like make them sad to see your beautiful peach, like sad, happy, happy, sad. Like, why isn't he coming over to talk to you? Kind of enhance the peach. That's what I think. But I'm a Scorpio and you're a Capricorn, so it's like that. I'm gonna get a drink. Let's see. It'll be Cheryl will be next. Now it's kind of getting loud. Sammy said, "It's not too loud, is it?" It wasn't too loud, but now they got some like music that is unpleasant. I don't mind rap. I just don't like some of the misogynistic type rap, which is pretty much all of the all rap, almost all rap. Giggle saying, "Laugh my ass out loud." Is that how you say it? LMAO. I am holding my laugh because my mom's right next to me, and you're right. She would say that too. Thank you so much. It left me with a good note. Oh, that's good. Oh, yeah, your mom's Scorpio. Right? Listen to your mother and enhance the peach. All right. I'm going to get a drink. Alrighty. Hi, Cheryl. Cheryl says, "Hi, Cherry. I want to know if things will continue to go well for me at the gym as far as my goals and being comfortable there." Okay, let's get a gym reading. I think that the Moon Child Tarot may be a little bit too heavy. I'm going to use the fairies. Let's talk to the fairies. So, gym. How's the gym going to be? Okay, we have the Fool. The Fool is kind of like, it's kind of like taking some chances and having faith and not overthinking things too much and just seeing what happens, Let's see what this the Fool what this Fool wants to say to you. In the Fool's Garden, oh, that could be the gym, is the Fool's Garden. You are surrounded by enchanting choices that will vanish if you become distracted by analysis. This is not a time to make lists of pros and cons. Rather, it's a time to have childlike faith in the yearnings of your heart and follow your dreams. I love that. And that's exactly what I was thinking too. I was thinking it's not about uh, it's not about weighing things or over analyzing or being in your head too much. Exactly. It's about mostly just being in your heart and enjoying the experience. So it feels like you're going to continue like that, almost like like going to an amusement park. The gym will feel like that, like a happy place, like a place that you can be your like childlike self. So that's good. You're learning stuff too, and that's always good, and you're getting stronger. And I think the Seven Pentacles represents you getting stronger. So a situation is approaching. Okay. Let's see. What is this? Okay. So we have a little bit of this carefree attitude, I think, is the main thing. But for certain situations, you may need a kind of plan or kind of strategy or steps, right? Not everything can be willy-nilly. Like if when you're boxing with your coach, you have to have certain rules and things that you follow or else you get hurt, right? So some things, of course, are rules, but it's kind of like this overall blanket of fun and amusement. It's kind of like when you go to an amusement park, you have to be a certain height to ride the ride, and um, what are some other rules? You have to be able to fit in the seat correctly. You have, certain, there's within the parameters of the big picture of having fun and being like a kid and enjoying yourself. You have the smaller rules that you have to abide by, which are not going to be super serious or anything. It's just following, a certain plan. So the Seven of Pentacles is about this plan. A situation is approaching that requires careful consideration and planning. As you think about the upcoming situation, make sure you determine what your needs will be and figure out the best way to meet those needs. A little planning ahead can make the future much easier and more enjoyable. Lack of planning can create unnecessary stress. So don't scramble about at the last minute, dealing with the crisis if it can be avoided by having a plan in place. So yes, have a nice carefree feeling about the gym, but also yes, more detail about particular things along the way. See what I'm saying? Kind of like a little bit of both. Yes, divine goddess, of course. Oh, this one got mixed in. Ooh, is this a magic card for you? Making new friends got mixed in on accident, but I think it's accidentally on purpose. So I think I'm just gonna take it for what it's saying on the outside, just making new friends because the message is, oh, I know a song for you. Ready? Make new friends, but keep the old. One is silver and the other's gold. I think they said that in that one movie that I was watching, and the one TV show I'm watching. Sully said that. He said, make new friends, but keep the old. One is silver, one is gold. So, it's not like, it's like, sure, gold is great, but so is silver. Silver's pretty great too. So, like, there's no preference, no preferential treatment necessarily. It's like you can have both old and new friends. Okay, so that sounds good to me. Old and new friends here. And you have judgment. Well, probably the harshest judge is yourself about yourself. So don't be overly judging on yourself. But I think also judgment represents renewal and atonement and toning up, like literally toning up, and and like awakening, like a new you. Really, it's to kind of be like a new you time. So, but there could be some kind of message coming through from the fairies. Accept the message. I think it might be a positive message. In other words, when you are lucky enough to be in the same room with the right person, maybe it's a sign from the universe. But look, you got the Two of Cups coming out. So, romance could be budding here. You also have the Two of Pentacles, which means being able to do many things well. You're a multitasker, but you're also skilled at many different things. You're a good dancer. You're a good artist. Uh, you're good at Zumba. You're good at boxing. You're good at lots of things. So the variety in your life is really keeping you young and fit and a well-rounded person that people like to be around. Yeah. And oh, you got a King of Cups coming through. Somebody's admiring you. Somebody who has love feels. And this coming in fast. Oh my goodness, look at this coming in fast here. The Nine of Cups. Your wishes are coming true. Let's check that one out. Also, I'm getting the priest. What was once forbidden is now available to you. For some reason, I heard that message. The forbidden is now available. seeing lots of strength too. A lot of strength. But the Nine of Cups to me is the main outcome card. This is like your happily ever after energy. Your wishes coming true. Cups, 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 cups. This card here is traditionally known as the wish card. Your dearest wish coming true. It's a moment we'd all love to experience. It's not often, though, that wishes are simply granted. You can, however, help them along by figuring out what needs to happen to make them come true. You probably have more power than you realize your dreams than you even know. Make your wishes come true. So that's what I'm getting. Like, there's this message coming through. It's kind of like this, it's kind of like you're being in the right place at the right time, and now you have to take some kind of action towards it or make some kind of decision because you're being set up in the most perfect place. Oh my goodness, really? Giggle says, I just channeled this song, got my mind on my body and my body on my mind, on my body on your mind. Okay. Wow. No worries. All right, so let me keep on. Let's go with an oracle here. Let's see what the healing fairies. I'm curious what the fairies. I don't know. I'm feeling fairy for you, Cheryl. The fairies want to speak to you. Oh yeah, because we had that fairy card. Making new friends. What else? Ooh, making music. What was I singing? Yeah, I was hearing music with you. I was singing a song to you, and I was talking about how you're good at so many different things. And I was thinking, do you sing as well? Like, are you a singer too? Are you like everything? Do you know like how to do everything? No, I just see you as a very creative person and artistic. Yeah. Make music. Just dancing? Okay. Express yourself with music. The fairies urge you to sing, play a musical instrument, tap your fingers, or crank up the stereo. Music lifts the soul to new heights. It alters your mood and your outlook. The fairies play music at their celebrations because they know its therapeutic value. This card is guiding you to surround yourself with music. Any type of music that will stir your soul is appropriate. The fairies are especially fond of joyful, fast-paced music because it stimulates a festive mood. Play music yourself or have music played around you for the next few days and notice how your mood and energy levels elevate. You may find that you're drawn to new types of music or genre of music that you enjoyed a long time ago. Make note of any songs that you repeatedly hear on the radio or in your mind. The lyrics or the memories evoked by a song could contain a message for you that will answer a particular question you may have. So that's when maybe a message is coming through you through a song or lyrics or title or something like that. You know, that reminds me, I should pull a song message for you. Here you go. I'm going to get you some song lyrics. I don't know where or the other ones, the color-coded ones went, but I use this one. I don't know. Do you decide who this is from? I can't help falling in love with you. Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you. You are wonderful. I feel you in my bones. Oh, something feels like an illusion, a fantasy. Like, it's like Giggle's song. Get out of my mind and get into. That's my song. Get out of my mind and get into my car. Anyway, there's some love messages. Let's see. Shall I get? Oh, I'm gonna get you a September message too. You've got sort of an orange glowing thing here going on. Ooh, pumpkin spice and apple cider. Nothing is more nostalgic than the joy of belonging in your presence. Oh, nice. Like I was getting the vibe that people were just that really like your energy. Like people like being around you. Just keep that in mind. You know what? Keep telling yourself that, or make that an affirmation. People like being around me, and I have lots of friends. Pumpkin spice and apple cider, nostalgia, joy, belonging, and inner child. Isn't it pretty? Your higher self chose this card because there are hints from your past that hold the answer to your future. This card presents itself to you when you're feeling like you have some questions about your strengths and talents and life purpose, but it also could be for anything. It might seem as though you have no, maybe, want some more ideas what you should be doing or how things will progress, but you could be coming through what feels like an aha moment, and then all of your worries will feel more like, I think, like right now things are going really good, but if you ever get down into a little bit of a doubt slump, then quick, soon, right away, like maybe a song, a title, lyrics brings you back around, and then you get back into this kind of aha moment, like, oh, okay, now I'm back into my high vibes. So, pumpkin spice and apple cider guides you to return to the past where you're searching for clues for your next steps. And think about what you liked to do as a child, and follow those kinds of things, the things that make you feel that kind of carefree attitude, that childlike wonder, that having a good time and not worrying so much about rules, even though once you do get to work, then you do have to follow some rules. But children know the value of incredible dreams, and you did too when you were a child. So don't discount any childhood fantasy, no matter how silly it seems. Um, One breadcrumb leads to another, and what was desire could be an astronaut. To be an astronaut could mean just the love of the stars, and then astrology could feel the same love. Or allow yourself to imagine anything is possible, because when you do give your soul space to uncover the possibilities you didn't even know that were there. Yeah, so I feel like um, like towards the September, you're going to start discovering more things that you like, a little bit more about you, about what what makes you feel like a kid again and feel the joy. But I think you're doing lots of things that that feel like that, and that's the right way to feel. And that to me is a good balance in your life, Feel like a kid again, enjoy things, but also have plans for specific tasks. That's about it. Here's a very nice reading. It's like there's nothing too much going different or going on that Spirit wants to like alert you to. Spirit just wants you to keep guiding you along the current path, basically. But I know you're like looking for a possible love. Like you got 2 love cards here, so it looks like the relationships at the gym are going to be growing and feeling even cozier and more comfortable. And there might be some action that you might have to take. But you'll know what to do. You'll be in the right place at the right time, and you'll know what to do. And then the other message I'm getting is that people like being around you. Yeah. Very much. You're welcome. Glad you like kids. Pumpkin keeps knocking the door down, by the way. I have had to get up a few times to close it. Cheryl, she always comes around when it's your reading. And now she's making purr noises. What are you purring about? What are you looking for? Are you looking for babies? Are you looking for your toys? Where's your toy? Where's your baby? What do you smell? Because Will was playing with something, and I don't know where he kicked it. Hopefully, it's not underneath the furniture. Pumpkin! Here, I'll show you Pumpkin. So you can say hi to her. There she is. Pumpkin! Say hi to Cheryl! Cheryl says hi! She's like, Cheryl, I'm sitting on my protective perch here, but it smells funny. I think Will was sitting here. Or maybe I was sitting here. It smells like me. And there's stuff happening in the living room, Cheryl. So I need to come in here because it's quieter. And I think I'll take a little bath. And that's all that's happening in my life. What's happening in yours? And she never climbs up there. Kiki's the one that does the climbing the shelves and being a silly little brat. But Pumpkin's a good girl. She doesn't do all of that. Alrighty. Let's see about Divine Goddess now. My leg is starting to get sore. And Divine Goddess says, hi, love. What are Naveen's feelings for me? Thoughts, next actions. I feel made for each other vibes. Ooh, when he's around. And he helps, and he's been improving the yoga. Very nice. pumpkin. Cheryl says you're pretty. Oh, she's scared of this because she knows it's liquidy. Okay. Okay, Naveen, what are his thoughts? What is he feeling, thinking and feeling? He feels a little bit stuck. He wants to be wherever you are, but he feels stuck. I think the thing that keeps him feeling that way is the fact that he is the yoga teacher and you're in his class, and that keeps him from being able to do more things with you like he wants to. Sort of restricted. In other words, restricted. Let's see what else. Ooh, he feels like he's your divine masculine. I am your counterpart. I feel complete when I'm with you. You are the missing piece. We travel our life path together. Nice. And he's always excited to see you again. So I feel like he's really mirroring your feelings as well. I look forward to what is next to come, eagerly awaiting results and rewards. I think he feels he's going to be rewarded somehow by something he does for you. So what is the next steps he's going to take for you, towards you? What are his next actions? I think I should make a deck called His Next Actions. Because this one is called Feelings. What are his next actions? We have the Queen of Wands. It feels very passionate. Maybe he's going to...
Sorry, do you want to look at drinks?
Something about you, something he's seeing in you. He's seeing a passionate woman. Well, he's going to talk to you. Really, something exciting and fast is going to happen. Some kind of communication. He is your King of Cups. And yeah, the Two of Pentacles too. It feels like sharing things. He's going to share. Ooh, okay. So communication. I feel like these are love languages. Communication, a mature attitude, like a mature... Why I keep saying mature? He's emotionally mature. That's what I'm trying to say. Emotionally mature and responsible about the way he talks to you. So the communication is so good and so mature. And then the Two of Pentacles is like, could be like gift giving. Let's see. Is there gift giving involved? What is involved here? So let's see if y'all are made for each other. Ooh, yeah. You're basically feeling the exact same way for each other. And you have a psychic connection. Your communication goes beyond mere words. You are telepathically communicating, connecting. So whatever you think he's thinking is what he's thinking. And also what you're thinking is what he's thinking. So all you have to do is stop and sit for a moment. It's like, how do I feel right now? I feel blissful. And that's how he's feeling. Or how do I feel right now? I feel like I miss him and I want to talk to him. That's how he's feeling right now too. It's all about your self-love too. This is like your love journey. This is your life partner. You are magnetically drawn to each other. There's a gravitational pull. You may come to a point where you have time apart, and that's it could be difficult. It's not because of you or the lack of connection. It could be like he has to do some kind of, well, the yoga thing ends, and then when that ends, you'll face some time apart. So you have to figure out how to be together again after yoga. I think that could be one of his sad thoughts or his fears, maybe yours too. What else? See, you guys are guided by great steps to love. Like you're ascending together. Y'all are meant to grow together. Let's see what else this one. Let's get this from the Love Tarot. He's saying, it's on. I see you looking good and moving on. I don't care who you're talking to. I'm better. I will compete for you. So it's like, if this happens with the separation, it's not like he's letting go. He's gonna continue to fight for you. I just told you he feels the way you feel. So if you feel some way, he feels the same way. I'm just saying, you have the exact same feelings. He wants you to have his kids. I want you to have a family. I want to have a family with you. I know you'd be an amazing parent, and I dream of the day I can experience raising a family together. He thinks you're twin flames. You activated my soul to find my true purpose and destiny in life. You helped me heal in ways no one else could. Thank you for finding me again this time around. So there you go. Y'all are meant for each other. And these cards are very mean usually, but all the good ones came out. Some good ones came out. Let's get a few charms. And I'm like really tired, so after the charms, I gotta go. My leg is killing me. Alrighty, we have the turtle. This is about like the moon phases, the ebb and flow, and how oh my gosh, you got the special star charm. This was a pendant that my niece gave me for Christmas, and I wore it like every day, but the chain broke. And I thought, I'll just get another chain. And I thought, you know what? No, I'm going to put it in my charms. And it'll just really signify a very strong message. And it is the star card, which is hopes and dreams coming true. And then we have smile and grace and trust and the ships coming in. Oh, the key to each other's hearts, deep and profound communication and love, the protective spider watching over you, you're safe, the twin flame charm. We have the weight with good communication, the protect your hands gloves, the bell for notifications, the little biplane traveling together. This is pray for us. Who is this praying for? Saint Anne, pray for us. And we have more bells. What's going? I think y'all are going to get married. And there's also some kind of ringing, or maybe like because you're twin flames and psychically connected, you have like when you communicate, you can hear it in like a ringing in your ears together. So there you go. Alrighty. Well, that's all for tonight. I hope everybody had a lovely evening. Thank you all so much for coming out. I'll talk to y'all next time. Love you. Faith Just a Pixie Dust.